नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सखगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सखगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर् गोविंद सर्वकारण कारणम्। ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Knowledge, Raja Vidya. Now we are successfully studying in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That is the conclusion, perfection of renunciation. Krishna is clearly teaching us in this chapter that we have to perform all our activities as yajna. In the third chapter itself, Krishna said very clearly that yajnatat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. Any activity which is not done as an offering unto Krishna is going to bind us to this material world. Here in this 18th chapter, Krishna is teaching us that we should never give up the yajna dana tapa karma. When one becomes a devotee of Krishna, that means a completely surrendered devotee of Krishna, he will lose all interest in this material world, because our goal is only to please the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. That means we don't need to go after material properties, material sense objects to own for ourselves. Because we know from Bhagavad Gita very well that everything permanently belongs to Krishna. Krishna owns everything. Our Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, who owns everything. So that way, we can use everything in Krishna's service. So that way, if we accumulate anything, that should be done only for serving Krishna. That means for serving others in this material world. Because there are so many people, they are struggling and suffering, because this material world itself is full of suffering only. So here, even for one meal a day, also people are struggling and suffering. That all we know that it's all created by us, not by Krishna. It's created by the human beings, not by Krishna. He is equal to everyone, he is supplying everything to everyone equally only. Sahayajnaga prajaga sristva Purovacha prajapatihi anena prasavishyadvam yesavoshtu ishta kamaduk. Saha yajnaha prajaha srishtva. Krishna has created yajna and the prajas together. Saha, together. We also studied in the sloka yesterday in the 18th chapter, Sahajam. So it's Sahajam, it's born together. So like that here, Saha yajnaha prajaha srishtva. So when Krishna created us, he also created yajna also along with us, the Prajapati creator. Puro Vacha Prajapati. Prajapati said Vacha. Normally we get Vacha only in the beginning of the sloka only. When Krishna talks, so when Krishna starts talking, so she Bhagavan Vacha. Or when Arjuna starts talking, it is Arjuna Vacha. But here, Vacha is coming in the sloka itself. Krishna is saying that it is Vacha. Also in another place also Sanjaya says Vacha also. Vacha partha pasyaitan samavetan kuruniti. So Vacha partha pasyaitan samavetan kuruniti. Senayor ubayor madhye stapayitva ratottamam Vacha partha pasyaitan samavetan kuruniti. So that's what Krishna said. Vacha Partha. So Krishna told Partha that you see the Kurus assembled here. So like that here Krishna is saying that Vacha Prajapati. The Prajapati said. So what the Prajapati said? The Prajapati said that Anena prasavisyadvam yesavoshtu ishta kamadu. So by performing this yajna, so Sahayajnaha Prajaga Sristva Purovacha Prajapati Anena Prasavisyat. So by performing these yajnas, you get all what you want. But the problem here is that people are greedy, they want to accumulate everything and they're not performing everything as yajna, and we think that I want this, I want that, everything belongs to me. That's very wrong. When we think that this belongs to me, that belongs to me, I want this, I want that, that's a huge offense. So people who think that they are very rich, they want a lot. If they think like that, they are committing serious sins. It is not right. It's not the right thing to say. Because everything is owned by Krishna. And nobody can climb forever in this material world. When the time comes, everyone has to leave, everyone has to die. And they too, old age, disease, and these days all kinds of diseases are there. And people, we think that with money we can become rich and we can enjoy. But the reality is that we'll get more stress. And in fact, most of the diseases are caused by the stress only. When the mind is not peaceful, when our mind is not stable, so that means we are very stressful. So when we are very stressful, so that means our body is, the organs in our body are not going to function as they should. That puts a lot of issues, a lot of problems. When our heart rate goes up, itself is a problem in our body. When our heart rate goes up. Stress means definitely heart rate is going to go up. If you are stressed out, there is fight or flight situation. So that's what the sympathetic nervous system is active. So that means when the heart rate goes up, so that means we are not peaceful. So that means it's not good for our health at all. That's what we need to understand. That means we are damaging our body, damaging our health. Whereas very peacefully rendering devotional service unto Krishna, not worrying about anything and focusing everything only on Krishna only all the time, so then there is no need to get stress at all. There is no need to get worries at all. We don't have to worry about our future. We don't have to worry about anything in this material world. Krishna is there and Krishna is going to take care of us and Krishna is taking care of us. So that way Bhagavad Gita is the solution for all our problems in this material world. Using just Bhagavad Gita, we can accomplish whatever we want. Because with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we want only with things which are prescribed. So we want only things which will please Krishna. So we don't want anything which is going to bind us in this material world. So that's what will happen, and that will happen automatically if we have the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So that will happen. That's it. If we just have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if we understand this Bhagavad Gita like how we are studying and understanding, if we know very well beyond any doubt that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, so that means naturally we will actually get ourselves freed from the modes of nature. We will be freed from all attachments and we will get more and more attached to Krishna. We will develop very, very strong bonding attachment with Krishna. That will automatically happen. So for that, everything we have to do based on what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita only. We are extremely fortunate to get this knowledge and study this again and again so many times and understanding it very well. Now it is becoming very easy for us to remember, understand, follow. All such things are happening. It's all Krishna's causeless mercy. Even Arjuna was able to listen to Bhagavad Gita only once from Krishna. But we are able to study the same slokas so many times again and again because of the mercy of Vyasadeva, because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, and because of the mercy of the Gurus in the Parampara. We are able to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita again and all these slokas so many times, which is taking us to Goloka. So Bhagavad Gita is the answer for all the problems what we are facing in this material world. It's the solution for all the problems. So controlling our mind is only possible with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. And Krishna himself said very clearly that if you know this, yajñātva, then you are freed from all miseries, from the pangs of material miseries. Yajñātva mokshashe asubhat. If you know this, yajñātva, there is nothing else is there for you to know. Yajñātva neha bhuyo anyaj jñātavyam avasisyate. So if you know this Bhagavad Gita, there is nothing else there for us to know. And we are understanding, we are knowing this Bhagavad Gita. So that way, now we need to perform our own activities based upon what we are good at it, based upon our swadharma, based upon our swabhava. So the swabhava, swakarma is created by this swabhava. So the swabhavajam. So that's what our swadharma. Our swadharma is just to do the activities based on what the actions which are created by our swabhava. So that's what is known as swabhava, swakarma, swadharma. All those things, if we are doing it only for Krishna's satisfaction, then kurvanapi, when we do that, we are not going to get nakilbisham. So we are not going to get any sins. No sins. By Krishna's causeless mercy, it is happening. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we are understanding this Bhagavad Gita fully and we are able to actually wash all our sins. That's why Krishna told Arjuna that I am giving you this knowledge for your benefit. Because you are dear to me and for your benefit I am giving this knowledge. And we are dear to Krishna and for our benefit Krishna is giving us this knowledge. So now we have much more responsibilities, opportunities. We have We have opportunities to please Krishna. So since we are not interested in anything in this material world, because our life is very well secured by Krishna, insured by Krishna, our future is very much insured by Krishna. Machittaga sarva durgani matprasada tarishyasi. That's what Krishna said. If you are thinking about me all the time, then by my mercy all your problems are gone. All your problems are solved. So that means our life is very much insured and taken care by Krishna very nicely. We don't have to worry about anything. Now what about others in this material world who are struggling and suffering without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita? So what we can do, since we are in this world, we have to act. So we have to act in such a way, we have to do everything in such a way that is helpful to others. That's what is known as Yajna Dana Tapak Karma. Dana Tapak Karma. Dana is charity. So, because Krishna is the well-wisher of all living entities. If someone is very greedy and accumulates so much and thinks that he wants everything, so that means Krishna is not at all happy with that person. But if someone accumulates a lot of wealth and use everything for others, to serve others, then Krishna is extremely happy with that person. Atmaupamyena sarvatra samam pasyati Arjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. We need to consider all other living entities as our own self. Atmaupamyena sarvatra samam pasyati Arjuna. Samam pasyati. We have to see them equally in both their happiness and distress. Sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. That yogi is the topmost yogi. That's what Krishna says. Yoginamapi sarvesham matgatena antaratmana shaddavan bhajate yomam sameyukta tamo mataha. So that kind of yogi who considers everyone equally. So that means he is always engaged in Krishna's devotional service. So by dedicating our life unto Krishna, by keeping Krishna with us all the time, by remembering Krishna all the time, never forgetting Krishna. So that's what Atmaupamyena sarvatra samam pasyati Arjuna. So when we are doing service to others, we are actually doing service to Krishna. That's what we need to understand. That's what Yoginam api sarvesam madgatena antaratmana. If we really keep Krishna with us, if we really want to please Krishna, we should be engaged in the service to others. Yajna dana tapak karma in the name of Krishna. That's what we are supposed to do. If we do like that, then there are no issues. We are not going to commit any sins, and our sinful reactions is going to completely come to an end. Antagatam papam. So that is the way to mitigate all our sufferings in this material world. That is the way to get ourselves freed from the material entanglement. And we should be doing this on a daily basis in our life. This is what we should do. Now, the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita by Krishna's costless mercy, we are successfully studying. So Krishna is teaching us in the sloka number 47. So in the 18th chapter, what we studied. Sheyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharmat swanustitat swabhavaniyatam karma kurvannapnoti kilvisham. Swabhavaniyatam karma kurvannapnoti kilvisham. Very important. So if we perform all the prescribed duties, niyatam karma, based upon our swabhava. Swabhava niyatam karma kurvan na apnoti kilvisham. If we just perform kurvan, then we are not going to get any sins. Na apnoti kilvisham. It's better to engage in one's own occupation, even though one may perform it imperfect, than to accept another's occupation and perform it perfectly. Because here our goal is not about how nice we are doing. It is how much we are doing it to Krishna, doing it for Krishna. That's what is very important. So that way, what we are good at it, just do that. That's it. We don't have to struggle hard. By nature, we are good at something, then do that for Krishna. If you're good at teaching, preaching, then preach Bhagavad Gita. If you're good at distributing, selling, then sell Bhagavad Gita books. So, if you're good at serving, then serve Krishna. So that way, whatever we are good at it, we should do it for Krishna. That's what is very important. If you do like that, so then we are not going to get any sins. So are never affected by sinful reactions. Then in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday in the sloka number 48, Sahajam karma kaunteya sadosham api natyajet sarvarambahi doshena dhumena agnirivavruta. So this dosha, this faults, this imperfectness, it is actually born along with the work. Sahajam. So it's born with our karma itself. Nobody can do things very perfectly every time. It is not possible. So that way, even if we are not able to do it to our full perfection, but it is very important to know that we have to do it with 100% devotion. There should not be any change. There we should not be partially, we should not think that I'm doing this for me, I'm doing that for Krishna, not like that. I have some work. Once I finish, then I will come to Bhagavad Gita, then I will study Bhagavad Gita. That is nonsense. That is not correct at all. Whatever work we have to do now, we need to consider that that work is for Krishna only. That's what is very important. Anything we do, we are doing it for Krishna. That's what is very important. So all works are covered by some kind of fault. So like smoke, fire is covered by smoke. Dhumena agniri pavrita. Every endeavor is covered by some fault, just as fire is covered by smoke. Therefore, one should not give up the work born of his nature, O son of Kunti, even if such work is full of fault. Then in the next sloka, today what we are studying in the sloka number 49, Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vikatas prikaha naiskarma siddhim paramam sanyasena digacchati. Asakta buddhi sarvatra. In all our activities, in everything, we should be asakta. We should not be attached to the results. Tasmat asaktaga satatam karyam karma samacharan. Asakto hi acharan karma paramapnoti purushakam. If we are not attached to the results of our activities, what we are going to get, not the results, but the result of not getting ourselves not attached to the results. The results of ourselves getting not attached to the results is the Supreme Lord Krishna himself. Paramapnoti Purushakam. We are going to achieve the supreme destination if we are not attached to anything in this material world. So that's why Jitatma Vigatas Purigagam. So an Atma who is conquering all these things and is freed from all desires. Vigatas Purigagam. Naiskarmya siddhim paramam sanyesana adhigacchati. So that way he is get freed from all reactions. So naiskarmya siddhim. So the topmost paramam, the supreme destination you will achieve. So that's what is Krishna is teaching us, that we should never be attached to anything. We should be attached only to Krishna, not to anything else. So one who is self-controlled and unattached and who disregards all material enjoyments can obtain by practice of renunciation the highest perfect stage of freedom from reaction. That's what is very important. We need to achieve freedom from reaction. We should not be committing more and more sins. Every day if we are committing more sins, if our sinful reactions are increasing, that's not good for our future. So if our future is going to be good, if you want a bright future, then we should minimize all our sinful reactions every day by our actions, the activities, what we are doing it for Krishna. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished this sloka number 49 in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hina Mataji. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
So, thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Somehow I couldn't attend the class properly today. I just joined when you started the slogas, Guruji. And yesterday also I could not do some interaction with you. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Guruji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hina
Thank
Mataji.
you so much Guruji for today's class.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna
Mataji.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. R.K. Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavad
Krishna.
Pranam.
Dandavad
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Nandri.
Nandri Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Navya Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for the class. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Interesting session today also. Thoroughly enjoyed. Today takeaway you have said about the everything we have to do for Krishna, that is yoga, and we should consider everyone today like ourselves, whether in happiness, whether in distress, we should consider, and that is the and do the service to the people, the needy persons. That is the service of Krishna, devotion. Really, the way you have said how we can serve Krishna, serving the person in need is the service of Krishna. That is the interesting lesson you have said today. Thank you, Guru, for wonderful class. Really, we are enjoying daily Vachanamrit. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. R.K. Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Father Dandavat Pranam Guruji.
Dandavad Pranams Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Grateful for your wonderful class, Guruji. Thank you so much for your continuous efforts. It's nice to be in Krishna consciousness. No questions for today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for nice class.
Thank you, Mataji.
We should follow the Bhagavad Gita and all the scriptures for doing our duties, Guruji.
Exactly, Mataji. Nothing else. That will take us to Goloka.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
very much for the class, Guruji. very important lessons learned today. That according to our Swadharma, we have to do all the work that we do as a yagna also to Krishna, as an offering to Krishna. Then
Yes,
that will directly take us to Goloka because
Goloka.
we are working according to our Swadharma.
Yes,
Yes, Guruji. And even if it is imperfect, like you said, like, fire covered with smoke, it would still,
better
the
to do.
imperfection is not a
Not
hindrance. Yes,
that is
Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji.
Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Sarveshwar Vishnu Prabhu. Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna
Guruji.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Dandavat Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare.
Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
दंडवत प्रणाम.
धन्यवाद प्रणाम. ज्योति माता जी.
37 बता दूंगा 40 के आसपास गई करके और मीटिंग होने तक का.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी. हरे कृष्णा.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class.
Yes,
Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes,
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna माता जी. हरे कृष्ण. वृंदा माता जी. हरे कृष्ण. लक्ष्मी श्रीधर प्रभु. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
प्रणाम.
By the classless mercy of Sri Krishna, I could attend today's Bhagavad Gita class, the King of Knowledge. In this chapter, we are studying about perfection of renunciation.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Krishna only, he is the owner of everything. So we have to do everything we should do to serve Krishna only. Everyone is suffering in this material world. By performing yajnas, you get all whatever you want. Yajna is done for one's benefit, that is for selfish motive, that is an offense, that is a sin. We should think everything belongs to Krishna only. By stress, we are getting diseases. Rendering devotional service to Krishna, then we won't have stress or worry. Krishna takes care of us. Bhagavad Gita is a solution for all our problems. We want only things to please Krishna by the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We have to perform as per Krishna's instructions. That is, whatever we studied in Bhagavad Gita. We are lucky to study Bhagavad Gita many times. That is a solution for all our problems. By knowing Bhagavad Gita, there is no other knowledge left out. Swakarma is created by Swabhava. Doing only for Krishna's satisfaction, we don't get any sin. We have to use this opportunity to please Krishna. Our future is ensured by Krishna's mercy. Krishna is happy with those who help others by yajna, dana, tapa, karma. A yogi sees everybody equal, always engaged in Krishna's devotional service. We have to remember Krishna all the time, and we should engage in service to others. Then we will not commit any sin. That is the way to free from this material world. In the 18th chapter, after telling about Swadharma, in the sloka 48, Krishna is telling, even if it is bound together with some fault, all our activities, we should not renounce. We should do all our activities, though they are covered just like fire covered by smoke. Any fault is there, we should not bother, and we should do all those activities. One should not renounce by that, then they should be performed only. Today's sloka, 49 sloka, Krishna is telling, in all our activities, we should not be attached to results. Then we get the results of ourselves, not attached to results. Then we get the supreme destination. We achieve highest stage of freedom from reactions. Very nicely understood. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sorry, Guruji, I've come to the hospital. I will connect again, but I heard the lecture and it was very good. Sorry, Guruji.
No
Thank you,
problem,
Guru.
Mataji. Take care of everything. Krishna's mercy, everything will be
Hare
okay.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, today, thank you very much for today's class. I was little late in the beginning, so later on I catched up. So the chanting also I participated. So thank you very much, Guruji. No question. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare. Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtana.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.